Hi guys, Artiar here. So now this is at day 2. I've been grinding in this account as well. I've been using the max refresh of my gem to increase my account level, and then I still didn't use my mental stabilizer yet. I'm still saving for the double level event unless you're actually chasing for like end game. You want to chase for like very fast account progression. Probably you want to use your mental stabilizer to increase your account level fast, but since I want to min-maxing, I want to go for a long run, so I want to save my mental stabilizer for the double drop rate event. So probably you have been wondering, and this is most of the question I've seen in my Discord server, which is if after I refill my stamina, what should I actually grind? So I do see a lot of players actually mention that they are grinding EXP because they want to level up their character to do better damage and have higher stats. But to be honest, I don't think that is the most min-maxing way for you to progress in your account, because I did not grind EXP at all. To be honest, every EXP here, I just grind one time. I take the first time reward, and then I just ditch this area for now. It's because every content that you grind at the other content like Threshold, you're grinding Green Pursuit, or you're grinding GP Outpost, they all give you EXP for your new unit, and then a lot of mission actually give you a lot of EXP book, so you don't really need EXP that much at the moment. So what I'm grinding the most is the shell. I grind the shell the most, I grind GP Outpost the most, and then I'll go for Threshold. So the Threshold here is, I'll only grind it when I need the equipment set. So if I notice that I don't have enough equipment, to make that set, then I'll grind it for a bit. Or else I don't really grind it. I don't really care about too much of the substats for now. I'm just caring about, can I achieve the set effect, or do I have the main stats? So for example, my Lien here, right? The stats itself is not that nice yet, but I make it everything to plus 12. I don't want to go for plus 9. But Lien currently is now my main DPS. I don't have the other unit like Shadow Sanya, you know. Yeah, it's not going to be very good at early game because of the DOT. So everything plus 12 for my main DPS, and then you can see the main stats here isn't like, and the substats isn't something like too perfect, but we're not at the end game yet, so I don't really care about the substats. I just care about, do I have the set effect, and is the main set is something useful. All I think about is useful. Can it help me go through the early stage we do? Alright, so for example, my Marvel here as well, I'm just going for speed, enough speed set to achieve the set effect, and then the rest here I just mix and match. So the most important thing for me, I would say, is actually the shell. Shell actually plays a big role in this game, and that's one of the reasons why I actually like this game, is because of the shell system. The shell system is what makes the game fun, in my opinion. So if we take a look at the continuous battle here, I'm actually grinding Fabian hard as well, is to grind the shell. So shell here, that's actually, it will give you the training data, is for you to level up the shell, and it's for you to re-roll the shell stats as well. So let's make a short compare. So let's say I'm going to, like for example Marvel, right? So let's say I actually level him up to 2 level, and then if I upgrade, the stats I'm able to get for attack, for example, I'm getting 5 attack here, and then the HP here I'm getting like 86. Yeah, I'm getting 86 HP from 2 levels, right? And then you're gonna cost your EXP book. But if we compare, so let's say you're grinding GP Outpost, which is what I also recommend. Getting 1 GP Outpost stats give you 60 attack and 5% attack. It's percentage based, and the attack you are able to get is a lot more better. And not to mention, Marvel is an epic unit. The evolution Lattice is a lot more easier to get because it will give more often compared to the SSR one, right? So the stats, the accuracy you are able to get is a lot more easier and a lot more better. It's a better upgrade, better way for you to spend your stamina to increase your account level. Okay, and whenever you grind stuff, whenever you grind the thing in game, you're gonna get the EXP anyway. Alright, so let's say I'm gonna grind the GP Outpost. I want to grind the light material for Marvel to increase more of its ascension, to unlock more skill, right? Alright, so after you grind it, You see, I get GP outpost, the ascension material, and then my character here also get EXP, so I can slowly grind my main character, because I'm gonna use them in my team, right? I'm gonna grind it, I'm gonna get EXP for free, and 450 equivalent to 1 EXP book, is it? So you're gonna get EXP for free, you're gonna increase your account level, you're gonna grind the mat, and this mat here can directly increase my unit stats by a lot. So let's say my Marvel now, if I'm going to ascension his skill tree, I need a little bit of this pack, right? Okay, so let's say I just... Alright, so let's say I skill this, I'm gonna increase the skill and also instantly get 8% effect accuracy. So it's a more better way for you to grind your EXP. And the other thing about the shell system is you're gonna need a lot of the shell EXP in the end. And every shell here actually gives you a lot of benefit. So like for example, this one here, the star, before your owner take action, reduce their skill CD by 1 turn. Or for example, this one I really like, it's either this cat here, before owner take action, increase their attack by 600, or this panda here, before your owner you do damage, and if crit, you give your owner crit damage by 4%. So this pet here actually plays a big role. For example, my shell that I'm currently using is have onslaught and harvest, so it's an easier way for me to build my matrix effect, so I can get 12 onslaught and 4 harvest at the same time, so I get 55% attack. And then once you awaken Tamomo Doji, you're gonna get additional 10% crit rate as well. So before you take your action, you're gonna get 600 attack and 10% crit rate. So it's a lot more better what you are able to do going through level. Alright, so then you can also get stats here. You can also re-roll your stats by using some of the training data you grind through the shell material, the shell stage, right? So it's a lot more better for me. I would recommend you, if you don't know where should you grind shell, grind GP outpost. After grinding these two, you notice that you need specific set effect that you are lacking of. Then you go grind module drop. Don't grind EXP because I don't really think it's really worth that much, because you really want more shell, more GP outposts to increase the ascension and also the body. So this is where I'm been grinding now. In my day 2 account, I've been maxing out the stamina, right? So now I have to wait for the next day reset for me to get more stamina, because I don't really want to use my module at the moment. Okay, then the other thing I've been grinding. So if you have out of stamina, you can go try the Phantom Theater for you to grind some chests, because the chest here is refreshed daily. You're gonna get coin, and then also the channel print as well. Then the other thing is your arena. So arena here, actually you'll notice that this week is gonna settlement in within 2 days and 5 hours. And the most important resources in the shop here, other than the shadow print, other than the prototype, these two I already bought it, is actually the perfect lattice. Perfect lattice is very expensive. If you're pay to win, even your pay to win is very expensive, and it's the most rare item in the game in my opinion, and it requires 7,500 of the arena currency. So currently I have 4,100, but I already did some refresh today. I already did 6 refreshes. I'm gonna use some of my Hydra Crystal for the early refreshes. It's because I want to battle, I want to get the currency, and then you also want to achieve your weekly challenge. To get 600 here, you're gonna get your rank up reward. I want to hit gold, so I get another 600 here. So 600 plus the weekly challenge 600 is 1,200, and every battle I'm gonna win is gonna give me 100 per battle. So let's say I have 2 more days, right? I have 2 more days, so every day it gives me 5 tickets, so I'll get 10 attempts for free, which is 1,000. And then I want to hit this to get 1,600, and then another 600 here, 2,200. Then I will be having around 5,300. Sorry, is 6,300. So based on what I have currently, and then the weekly challenge 600, your rank up reward is 600, 1,200, and then the daily challenge they give you total of 10 tickets for free, so it's 2,200. So 2,200 include add up from what I have is 6,300. It's still not enough for me to purchase it. I still lacking of 1,200, which means another 12 attempt. So in order for me to have enough currency for me to buy the perfect lattice, I need to at least refresh another 12 more time, and today I can only refresh 8 more times. So minimum you need to max out your daily arena ticket for at least 2-day max. You need to refresh 2-day max. You want to grab all the weekly challenge reward. You want to get all the rank up reward as far as possible, and then you want to hit 7,500 before the week ends, so you are able to get the perfect lattice, which is the most rare thing in the game. So for my team here, I'm gonna pick like someone from here, as long as they don't have a very fast unit, or let's say, okay, for example, from let's say I refresh here. Is there anyone that can take it, for example? Alright, so let's say this one, yeah. Not enough stamina. Sorry, not enough ticket. Buy 1 ticket, I'm gonna fight this. Because I'm using Marvel, I built my Marvel very fast. I'm just gonna push down the AP turn meter if I outspeed them. Then I'm gonna use Kraken to control them. I'm gonna use Freya to buff my team and also apply debuff to them. Then I use my main DPS Lien to do damage. Alright, so my Marvel take action first, turn meter down them. Alright, then Freya, buff up my team. Then Kraken here is another layer of protection, of control. Right, CC. Alright, managed to freeze 2 of them. Left these 2. Then I'm gonna use AoE damage. Because at the start of the game, right, Cleave is one of the best friend. And probably when you reach like more end game, then probably Bruiser or Tank type, right? Alright, so I win, I'm gonna get 110 of the currency. So that's the reason why you want to start refreshing your arena. Get enough token for you to buy the perfect lattice. Alright, so you can do the calculation by yourself based on your account. But I highly encourage you to actually buy some attempt for you to get the perfect lattice, because it's very important, it's very rare. Alright, so every time I grind, I'll go check. Oh, this is a good one, like harvest. 3 harvest, 3 battle wheel. Yeah, so every time just go through whatever you grind, the shell, and just use them. Right, but the yellow one, keep note about the yellow shell, because they have a kind of different currency when they in terms of refreshing the passive. So let's say, let's take this for example. I think this is something I will actually use. Alright, so after you level this shell up, okay, so let's say I'm gonna dump, which one should I dump in? Alright, so let's say I dump this in. I get some extra stats here. Okay, I get some extra passive here. Wow, this passive is good. Okay, I'm gonna get extra passive here as well. If you want to refresh your passive, don't do this. Don't do this on the yellow shell. It's because if you are doing for yellow shell, right, you're gonna need this reconfig chip as well. And this chip here is the same material you're gonna use it for the red shell. So don't use it, don't refresh the yellow shell passive, because it requires the same material to refresh the red color shell, which is not worth it. So if you are still using the unique shell, like for example what I'm using now, if you want to refresh their passive, is totally okay, because you're using the training data only, and training data you're going to get it through when you're grinding the shell stages. So it's totally fine for you to refresh the passive in epic, but don't refresh the passive on the yellow shell. Alright, just use them whatever you have, but don't refresh the passive. Alright, so basically that's it. This is how I'm grinding, this is how I actually grind, and how am I knowing what am I supposed to grind. And the other thing is through hyperlink chatter. Just look whatever they are asking you to do, just focus on them. They are kind of like your daily mission or daily guide for you to know what should you actually do for the next step. Alright, so that's all for this video today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this video actually helped you guys out if you are still wondering what should you grind. Okay, so see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is JenMP, SPVCEJVMQ, Trendcan, thank you so much for your support. And also special thanks for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwalks, Rimu, Chani, Antonio Winterspoon, Cragran, Calamity, Rokos Tendions, Jordan Alons. Special thanks for your support. And also special thanks for the Super Thanks MVP, HMZ, RY, and X, Reeds. Thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest 10. Thank you so much for Code Wilderness, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Choni. Thank you so much for your support.